Hi everyone, I am Ravikant Sharma. In this video, we will learn about how to use the Google fonts in our web page. Whenever we building our web page, then we must use a property that is font family, which is used to change the font type of any text. That text can be heading, a paragraph. In that case, we have the limited number of font families are available in our system. Now let's say we want to use some more fonts. In that case, we have to download the fonts in our system. And the second way is to import the font from Google Font. In this video, we will see how to import the Google fonts in our CSS file. So this is a simple process. So let's understand this process in VS Code.
Now we are in the VS Code. Now we have to use the Google font properties. For that purpose, we have to create the HTML and the CSS files. Now we will create HTML and CSS files and create the basic document structure of HTML. So this is the basic document structure of HTML, and here is our style.css file. We have to link this style.css file with the help of link and style.css. Okay, now we have linked our style.css file with our HTML file. Let's create a heading and a paragraph. Now we have a paragraph and a heading in this HTML file. Now let's see the result in the web browser. Here you can see there is a simple heading and a paragraph. Now let's try to change the font families of this paragraph and heading. For that we have to select the H1 and paragraph from here. So just type H1, then curly braces, hit enter, font family. Here you can see these are some limited font families are available. So this is one of the limitation that we have limited font families are available and we want to use much more font families. But our system has these specific font families available. In that case, we have two options. We can just download the font families in our system, or we can directly use the Google fonts. Okay, so we can use the any type of font families here. Let's change the paragraph font family also. Select the paragraph, curly braces. Observe the changes in the browser. Here you can see font families of both paragraph and heading is changed. Now we have some specific font families. Now we want to apply the Google fonts. So how can we apply the Google font properties on this paragraph and heading? For that, let's visit to the browser and open new tab and type Google font. You just have to type the Google font. Here you can see this is the first website, that is Google Fonts. Click on that. Here you can see this is the official website of Google Font. Here you can click on the fonts. Now you can see there are different types of fonts are available here. You can change the text of these fonts by just typing. Here you can see the text of these fonts is changed. Let's say we will search a font, let's say Roboto. Here you can see there's a font that is Roboto. Click on the font. Now you can select the size of this font. This is our size. Okay, 44 pixels. This is the size of the font. Let's say we'll select the regular 400. Okay, for that we have to select regular 400. Click on that. Now you can see this is added in our selected font families. You can select any other fonts also which is added here. Let's select other fonts also. Let's say we will select this Poppins. Okay, let's say we'll select this 400 Poppins. Select this. Here you can see now we have two fonts are added. Selected families. There are two font families, Roboto and Poppins. Now what we have to do, we have to copy this link. There is a link generated by the Google Fonts. Just copy this link. You have to just copy this link and paste this link, and you have to paste this link in the index.html inside the head tag. Inside the head tag, just paste the link that you have copied from the Google Font. Here you can see I have pasted that link here. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to apply the font families. We have to change the font families, font family of heading. Here you can see there are two more properties, CSS rules to specify the families. Font family Poppins, just select the first one, copy and paste in the font family of heading. Paste that font family property in the H1. Control V. Here you can see the font family Poppins is applied on the heading. Let's see the result in the browser. Here you can see the font family of our heading is changed, that is converted into Poppins. Now let's try to change the font family of this paragraph. Okay, for that we have to select the second font family, that is font family Roboto. Select this copy this font family and paste it in the style.css file, which is going to apply on a paragraph. Just paste it, Ctrl V. Here you can see the paragraph has a font family that is Roboto, and H1 that is heading have a font family that is Poppins. Let's see the result in the browser. Here you can see the font family of both paragraph and heading is changed. This is a simple way by which we can use the Google fonts in our web page. Now let's say I want to add the same type of font family on whole the web page. There are much more paragraph also. Now let's create some other headings also. H3. Now we have two headings, H1 and H3, and two paragraphs. Now I want to apply the same type of font family on all the content of the web page. For that, one way is to do that just selecting the H1 and H3 and just type the font family. Let's say I want the font family Poppins for all the content. So we have to type the font family. We have to manually type font family for all the content. H1 having a font family, Poppins, and H3 and paragraph. So this is a long way to do that. There is a simple way by which we can directly apply the font families, or we can directly change the font family of whole the web page. This can be done by selecting the body tag. We can just select the body tag. One way is to use the body tag and select and apply the font family, Ctrl V, then font families applied Poppins. Now let's observe the result in the browser. Here you can see whole the paragraph, heading, and H1, H3, and all the content having a same font family, that is Poppins. Okay, now one more thing I want to tell you that here we have pasted the link of this style sheet here that we have copied from the Google font. Here you can see there are 3 links. In place of this, we can use the import link also. For that, go to the style.css file and make some space. Come back to the Google fonts. In the Google font, okay, in the Google font there are 2 buttons. There is a link button and there is an import button, @import. Click on that. Here you can see this is style import. Just select this import part, copy, paste the import text here. Here you can see I have pasted the link here. This is a URL of the Google fonts. Now I have removed the link file from the head of the HTML document. I just pasted the import URL of the Google fonts and directly use the font family. We can do that also. Now let's observe the result in the browser. Go to the document. Here you can see there is no change in the font family. Means our font is working properly. Now let's try to use the another font. So just go to the fonts. Let's remove all. We have removed all the font that we have selected. Now let's try to use another one. Let's say I want to use this font. Click on that font. Okay, here is the option, select regular 400 and click on that. Here is the import button. Copy this import button, Ctrl C, then paste that copied part here, Ctrl V. I have pasted here. Now we have to copy the font family also. Here is a font family button. For font family property, font family Jada cursive. Copy this and paste it here. Here you can see I have applied the another font family which is directly apply on whole the body. If you don't want to apply on the body, and we can also use the universal selector. There is a universal selector that is star, then curly braces, then hit enter and just type the property that we want to apply on whole the web page. So let's observe the result in the browser. Go to the document. Here you can see the font family of our web page is changes. So this is a simple way by which you can use the Google fonts in your web page and make your web page looks clean and beautiful. Okay friends, this is it for now. I will catch you up in the next one. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring.